Welcome to Deep Dive Daily.
Good morning. Special good morning to all of the Thunder Western Conference futures backers on Earth. It was a stressful Game 5. Oof.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
the blender for a full 30 minutes there. And then
it was not watchable. Yeah.
And then it was over. I don't have many takeaways on the game itself other than Thunder turned up the defensive knob and got it done a different way. They beat the Timberwolves like 4 different ways in the 4 different games, which was pretty interesting. And it just kind of shows the overall versatility of this team. And don't look now, but even with that absolute blowout of a game 3, they are in rare air here as far as playoff net rating. They most similarly map to the 2017 version of the Kevin Durant Golden State Warriors in terms of offensive and defensive ratings, allowing 106.2 defensive rating to this point in the playoffs is absolutely absurd, especially considering you played 7 games against a team with a
Jokic.
top 5 offensive player of all time. Thunder, it's home. It's over. What do we do now?
I'm cheering for the Pacers. I'm going to cheer against you.
You don't have any Thunder title?
I do. I'm still going to cheer. Yeah, whatever it was, like when you had me add a little bit when it was like middle of the Nuggets series, I think.
Sure. My staking split between West and title was like 85-15. So this is the dessert. This is dessert. Sure. I care, but I don't really.
You know what? You know what's better than some?
More. Yes, absolutely.
More is always better. Congratulations to Miss Kudermetova. That was another.
Woohoo!
That was another we're not sweating this.
Yeah, she got a little weird there. Did you watch any of that match?
Yeah, it's funny too. When it was early in the second there, the live total was 14.5 and it dropped to 13.5. And I'm like, God, this is women's tennis. I should almost just play this over. And then it like locked up on me.
Yeah.
And then of course she was I don't know how far behind it was on what I was watching, but then she did drop that third game. It didn't matter anyway.
When she dropped the third game, you know what I did? I was like, oh, whew. Now Krejcikova is not going to retire.
That was the worry. I'm like, when it was 6-0 to 2-0, I'm like, God damn, this bet ain't cashing.
Yeah, but no, Krejcikova is a proud player. She played some great points down the home stretch there, but ultimately, Kudermetova, honestly, if we're being honest, I was annoyed that her tactic wasn't to, I don't know, mix in a drop shot or two. Like Krejcikova couldn't move. I don't know what the hell is going on that she.
It makes me think
she just kept going baseline rally with her anyway.
There's like a TikTok of table tennis, ping pong, but it's the Paralympics. And this girl has a move where she can put enough English on it where it bounces and comes back.
Oh, yeah.
So the person in the wheelchair can't reach it. Like, that doesn't seem fucking fair. Like that should be outlawed. That should be outlawed.
Gamesmanship.
Either way, that was a good win. And yeah, the retirement was the big concern because once it started, I actually played some -5.5 live too. Just like, this is going to be 6-3, 6-2.
Not a lot of
turned out that was wrong.
Not a lot of other tennis to comment on other than all eyes on Fonseca versus PHH. If Fonseca drops this first set, he'll be at a good live bet, I think. If he wins this first set, he might also still be a good live bet, but more on the handicap there than on the money line. I think he's just kind of settling into this thing, and ultimately, I think he's a much better player than PHH. That, of course, is Pierre Hughes Herbert.
Yeah.
I don't really have much else to comment on. I guess nothing else is really. Oh yeah, one of the most insane sporting moments of the calendar year yesterday, Andy. Stage 17 of the Giro d'Italia. Whew. Oh my goodness gracious! 21-year-old breakout kid Del Toro from Mexico for the UAE team. No, who saw this coming? Like I
didn't.
He was a massive bet against in the market, as everybody kind of expected. Carapaz and Simon Yates were going to reel him in on the mountain stage that ended in Bormio, and no, not to be. He fended off some very, very, kind of well-timed attacks, and then ultimately won the stage and expanded his lead. If he holds on today, this will be a wild breakout campaign from Mr. Del Toro. Again, Mexican 21-year-old kid out of the clouds. Now your favorite to win the Giro d'Italia 2025 rendition. Amazing. And thrilling stage if you didn't see it. Just awesome attacks and response, and guys pulling off a couple of stretches, a couple of runs that, just amazing power.
Missed it. I did miss it. I got busy yesterday. Had a busy afternoon. And then honestly, I didn't do a whole lot in the evening. Took it easy. I watched part of a basketball game, part of a hockey game.
You want to talk fair prices?
Oh, you know what I had to do yesterday?
Yeah, go ahead.
These kids, they don't tell you like, oh, I have a test in like 2 weeks. Like, I have a test tomorrow, and I got to know all the state capitals in the southeast. So I'm just grilling a 10-year-old.
Tallahassee,
come on, Raleigh. It's Raleigh.
Oh yeah. What's the trick one down there? There's a couple of trick ones in the southeast.
Well, just like remembering which one goes Jackson and Montgomery, which one goes which.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, but you also got to identify them on the map, remembering where Alabama and Mississippi sit on the map compared to each other. That's the only really tricky one. You're not going to fuck up Texas. You're not going to fuck up Florida.
Columbia.
Columbia is a toughie.
Middle of nowhere. Yeah.
I know. There's a couple of those. It's like when they made these state capitals, it's funny, but like half the state capitals in the country now are just like, hey, that's like a fifth-rate city now, just because that was the biggest city in like.
Oh, it was in the middle.
Yeah, it was in the middle, and it was important in like 1688. Otherwise, yeah, tonight I'll probably watch the game.
Okay.
Not much else. I'm going to watch some golf. None of my golfers, literally, Victor Hovland just started. He birdied the first hole, but man, cool. None of my golfers started early, so haven't paid a lot of attention to the Memorial quite yet.
Pretty chill start.
Yeah.
No.
It's tough. Ricky Fowler's 2 under. If you think Ricky Fowler's going to go wire to wire, I've got a milkshake to sell you.
All right. Tonight, I think the number's too big for the Knicks. But at the same time, if they're going to get anything spirited, it's going to be in the first half. So I think you maybe are better off waiting and entering on Pacers at halftime. I think the Pacers can win this game. This has whiffs of round 2, game 5 against the Cavs, for being honest. As soon as the Knicks start clanking, live bet Pacers money line, and then go to the window and collect your winnings. Let's do finals talk a little bit here. My finals price, Andy, is minus 861. That is to say, if the Pacers come through, I have Oklahoma City winning 89.6% of the time. My most likely outcome is Thunder sweep. Second most likely outcome, Thunder 4-1. My game 1 price would be OKC minus 9.4. My road price is OKC minus 5. And this is all saying this with the fact that I have a huge amount of respect for this Pacers team. I just don't think it's necessarily a fair fight. And now you give the Thunder extra rest so their defense can be even more nightmarish. Don't know how that's going to play, because a lot of what the Pacers are doing that's working so well these last 2 rounds of the playoffs is pace. they are using more players and playing faster, Andy. And that is having a detrimental effect on their opponents. But with the Thunder being as deep as they are and being able to match bodies with bodies, and then getting 2 days between games in every game except between 3 and 4, this sets up quite well, in my opinion, for the Thunder to win the title. And I think we're gonna see some big numbers.
Yeah, and I guess that's where I'm at. I'm not literally cheering against you and the Thunder and my bet that I have, I guess. I'm cheering against that. I would like.
Oh, you don't want to wipe out.
Give me one surprise win in Enid, or what city do they even play in? It's just Oklahoma City, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, the former Chesapeake Bay Arena. Not Chesapeake Bay, but the Chesapeake Energy, I think.
Chesapeake Energy, yeah.
It's got a different name now.
I'm hoping for like one stinker from the Thunder and then one win at home for the Pacers. Give their fans a home win. Like a 6-game series that wasn't actually like in doubt. That would be something. Give me something like that. Where it's like,
yeah, sorry. I give you. Yeah, I like what you're calling for. It's the Paycom Center. I'll buy you a milkshake, Andy, if you can tell me who plays in the Paycor.
The Bengals.
How did you know that?
I don't know. We always make fun of it when these teams rename the stadium. I called you out on Lumen yesterday too. Yeah, Paycor Arena or Paycor Field, whatever.
Paycor.
Yeah, because it used to be. It was just whatever Brown.
Paul Brown. Yeah.
Paul Brown for like the longest time.
I can't believe you knew that the Bengals stadium was Paycor. Did you Google it or did you know?
No, I don't know why these things stick in my head. It's like Heinz is like Acusure.
Okay. Well, if there is going to be a stinker at Paycom Center, it's probably going to be game 1 when the Thunder are coming off of 8 days rest.
Yeah.
We'll check in for finals game 1 literally this time next week, Andy. It's going to be a while.
Oh man. Hopefully they stay out of trouble. All that trouble you can get in Central Oklahoma for the next 10 days.
Have you caught any of the vibe of this Thunder team? They are very, very business business trip.
I've just seen the commercial where they all dress the same. That's basically my vibe.
What a great commercial, right? Big three.
They show it probably too much. I've probably seen that commercial about 30 times too many.
They all look, you know what my hot take on that commercial is, Andy? They all look terrible. Like, who picked these outfits? Who picked these outfits? Like, yeah, I don't understand. Home game 3 win for the Pacers. 4-1 Oklahoma series win is Matt Porter's prediction. I can't disagree with that. I mean, this Thunder team is damn good, and as you will hear ad nauseum on every basketball podcast you listen to, they're only going to get better, Andy. This is a little ahead of schedule, and they also have quite a lot of draft capital. So fascinating to see where they go as far as team building goes. But the fact of the matter is we are well past the point of them blowing it up.
I remember this like 2 years ago when we talked about this team. It's like, hey, this is a fun team that sucks. Like, yeah. And I think I asked you, like, are they going to be pretty good in a few years? He's like, yeah, in a few years. And I honestly do think we're ahead of whatever schedule you laid out. But we did the same thing last year. We did the same conversation last year with Detroit. Like, hey, this is a fun team that sucks ass. Like, are they going to be good? Which is funny because it makes me think of what I was thinking about. Honestly, I think it was in the shower the other day, just thinking of Knicks fans. That's when I think about you guys, if you want to make it weird. But I was just kind of thinking about like the general Twitter sphere and the roller coaster of these Twix. It's funny how their expectations and attitude can just flip. Like, I mean, there were people like, all right, I just we just can't lose to Detroit. Like, come on, guys. Like, this would be such a bad one. I know it's going to go so bad. We're never going to win another playoff game, but we got to get this done. Like, they were very worried that the Detroit series was starting to go pear-shaped.
Pistons were outplaying them in a lot of those games.
Yeah, and it's true. Yeah. And then you win one game against the Celtics, and it's like, I think this is it. I think we're winning it all, guys. Like, this is a team of destiny. And it's funny too, just the bummer that it is Knicks fandom right now. And also, I kind of think they're in the same boat as the Timberwolves, where, and I'd love your opinion on Tibbs, but you can't very well fire a head coach if you make the conference finals. But like, Tibbs and Finch are probably holding these teams back. Or are you a pro Tibbs guy?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, I'm saying you can't do it. You can't fire those coaches, but you'd be better off. There are named. You could if you can do anything you want.
The Nuggets fired Mike Malone, who won a title on the eve of the playoffs. Andy.
Well, maybe that's the thing. You can't do it, but you can't do it in the off season and take your pick. The only way you can do it is like they lose 8 out of 10 in the middle of next year. All right, here's our
but then you don't have necessarily your first choice of replacement, right? Like,
that's what I'm saying. If you do it in the off season, you have your pick of the litter probably. If you do it in the middle of the year, your choices are very limited. That's what I'm saying. It sucks.
The major issue though is that the litter is not really ripe to be picked right now.
Yeah, we need to snipe someone.
Yeah, there's not really like a good choice out there. And the Knicks probably run it back. I honestly don't know what they do. I think it's going to be, the East is weak next year. Unless the Cavs really do make the right move to kind of give them a leg up in the playoff environment. But very tough to see the Knicks. The Knicks are doing exactly what we thought, which is they're a good enough team that they could threaten in the second round, but then probably lose in the conference finals. This is exactly who they are as constructed. And you're probably just going to do this again next year, where you either, you have a competitive round 1 series, you're live in round 2, and then you probably lose in the conference finals, or unless something crazy happens and you're the beneficiaries of a bunch of injuries, which they already are, by the way, with Tatum going down. So the Knicks probably run it back. I just don't know if they're good enough to beat the Pacers. We have 2 years of evidence now that says that they aren't. So, interesting. But yeah, Thibodeau's, he's a floor raiser. I think it's pretty obvious. He's going to get exactly, he's not going to get less than the sum of the parts of your team, but he's not necessarily going to get more out of them. And yeah, I guess the fascinating thing is, like, they've been trying these rotations with Mitchell Robinson more heavily featured, right? Which the numbers would say is correct. Like, the numbers to me say that your best 5 against this Pacers team, it absolutely includes Mitchell Robinson. It probably doesn't include Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges' offensive rating in this series is so fucking bad. Like, he is literally the anchor that's dragging down your entire offense. So if you went OG, Hart, Cat, Robinson around Brunson, you probably are best kind of rostered there to really do damage against this Pacers team. But it's too little too late. It's just too late to even really mess around with that and figure it out. Yeah, the big problem with this team, in my opinion, the Knicks is that Miles Bridges was not the asset that you paid for. He's a neutral player in the association. He's not a plus defender like you thought. That's bad, because you were hoping he would be able to kind of make up for some of the deficiencies of Brunson on the court, and he's not. Oops. Anyway, we'll talk more NBA teams in their offseason and their futures, but I just want to make one more comment about OKC, Andy. Some of the thesis when we were talking about it being fun and a real contender in a couple years, 2 years ago, the part of that thesis was they have so many assets and good young players and future draft capital that they're going to make a move to bring in somebody good.
They didn't.
They didn't. They developed him. Like SGA is the second most efficient offensive player in the association after Nikola Jokic, and he is an elite help defender on a super defensive team. Chet Holmgren is being developed well, and they're keeping him healthy. He is not feeling the effects of whatever genetic maladies he may have. he's
what a weird week.
Thriving in spite of that. They have a legitimate big three, and the fact that at the end of the day, Jalen Williams is your third best player is incredibly rich. Like, you are wildly rich if you are in that situation. And keep Caruso, you get Case and Wallace more minutes. You bring in, you probably let Dort walk out the door. Like, as good as he's been defensively, I really don't know what.
Yeah, you take the Dort risk, you put it up on Zillow.
You put it on Zillow, and then you get an elite bench scorer, and all of a sudden, like, now we're talking not one, not two, not three, right? Like, that's kind of where
Minimum
this is.
Pete, yeah.
So I'm very excited.
Yeah, you wait for the Wolves to blow it up. Go get Naz Reid.
You think he can play in a playoff series? Not really seeing it.
With a better coach.
People are saying regular.
Has anybody on that team played well? I mean, it's been embarrassing from a lot of them.
Junior TSJ, man.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a piece you can build around. You got yourself a stew going. All right.
You got yourself a stew. All right, Pete Carroll.
All right. No more sports thoughts really for me. We'll talk a little more French Open tomorrow on Fuck Around. Is it Friday tomorrow? It's already Friday, Eddie. Yes. This week rocks.
The week has gone so fast.
Oh, I love it. Fuck Around Friday tomorrow. I got to start thinking about my wine recommendations. Oh boy, I'm behind. But one final kind of out the door commentary for you. Because I was in just a great mood last night after the Thunder, obviously. And I finished The Studio, episodes 8, 9, 10.
Oh, I'm not up.
Okay. I just want to give you a warning.
No. Don't
buckle up on 8. Buckle up on 8. That's the Golden Globes one where he's at the awards show. Oh, everything you said about what kind of gets your
the cringe comedy. Oh God.
But like buckle the fuck up for number 8. Sure. It is uncomfortable to say to put it as delicately as possible.
I can handle it. I've grown.
Episode 9 was one of the funniest episodes of television I've seen in I don't even know how long. It absolutely killed me. It killed me. And there are I don't want to give it away why, but holy shit, there was some insanely funny stuff.
Everything's been very funny, but I mean, just right out of the gate, when Scorsese pitches the Jonestown thing, and you make the connection, like, oh, that's what this is going to be. Like that's so very. It's your smart writing.
It's so good.
I was thinking about that. Do we need to do like a miniature DPs for TV and movies?
Yeah, absolutely.
Point? Because I'm just looking at the sports calendar until we get to football. We got some time, so we might have to do a mini DPs.
Hey, I love
one of these dailies.
Off-season DPs. Yeah,
we rate some TV and movies from the year because
I love
for the most part, there's been some great stuff, but basically everything I was looking forward to, save Severance, which was great, was disappointing. Like the new Gemstone season wasn't great or probably necessary. Like you said, the Last of Us. Well, and
White Lotus, third best of 3.
White Lotus was a letdown. Definitely The Last of Us was a letdown. I think it feels
the best cameo best cameo performance for the DPs is going to Sam Rockwell, though. Lock that one up. He's
it's hard. So it's very hard. I make him a -130 favorite over Bradley Cooper. And you don't watch Gemstones.
I'll take your word for it.
Have you? So they take a long break between seasons, and then everybody's waiting. You're waiting for John Goodman and everybody, all these characters, and they completely don't have any of the main characters in the first episode back after a long time. It's a full Bradley Cooper episode where he's basically the only person of note, and he just crushes it. And you're so pumped. And then the rest of the season just sucks ass. And, I mean, that's it. He's just in for one episode, and he's good. Like, I mean, they bring in like an Oscar level actor for this, and he kind of fucking crushes it. But I mean, Sam Rockwell still is your favorite because you don't get monologues like that any day.
No,
any day.
Very true.
Severance and Andor have, and then some of these new seasons or new series like Your Friends and Neighbors and Studio have.
Yeah, we'll mix it up, like best news show, best documentary, best animated show. We'll mix it up so it's a little bit different than your standard. Can
we bet on the DPs? Boy, I'll have to talk to somebody on that.
That's fun.
I mean, we'd have to have. Oh boy, that would just reek of. Sports is rigged. We're just deciding. We just
wow, Long Shot comes through in the best documentary. It's not Hollywood Wave. Wow,
checking my Profit X account here.
Yeah.
Whoa, turns out I'm rich.
Yeah, it turns out it's the documentary about the Zodiac killer. Oh my goodness, didn't have that one on my radar. All right. Well, the voting block is actually should be trusted. It's a trusted group of the most hardcore Discord, deep dive Discord degenerates. So
maybe we should
legends,
have it up
legends, if you will. But
the TV channel, the TV and movies channel in the Discord's pretty good. We were discussing for some reason Gene Hackman was the discussion. And
we recently passed.
Yeah, I was ranking some Gene Hackmans, and then last night I couldn't figure out what to watch after it got late. And I started Runaway Jury. Runaway Jury's kind of good for a 25-year-old movie.
I forgot about that one. That's the
Rachel,
book was
Rachel Weisz.
The book was they made a huge plot twist from the book to the movie, and I forget what it was. Was it about a gun company suing a gun company in the movie?
Suing a gun company.
They were suing the cigarette company in the book.
Ah, sure.
Yeah.
More topical.
Yeah, that's fair. Of course, Tom Lyons likes Lioness. Yeah, I actually have Lioness on my list to start next.
I haven't seen that one yet. I don't mind.
Zoe Saldana, Academy Award winner Zoe Saldana. Yeah, Taylor Sheridan. Taylor Sheridan, who I met at the Derby up in the stakes room. He was jealous of my cowboy hat. He was a good hat. He was fitted with a hat as well, but his hat did not have the accoutrements of a turkey feather. It was just a plain hat.
I should just go get a turkey feather. I find turkey feathers all the time. I should just go pick one up.
Well, get a good one if you get one.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll have to kill a turkey.
All right. Well, enjoy the end of the studio. Yeah. Fucking hell, man. I might rewatch episode 9. It was that fucking funny. There were so many jokes. It's a good one to. It would be a good one to be. It would be a good one to be a little inebriated watching, if I'm being honest. Mentally altered.
You high?
Probably. All right. I'm in a great mood, man. Thunder are Western Conference champions. My 2025 is legitimately made. It's going to be tough for me to lose enough in football for me not to have a positive year now.
But we'll try.
But we'll try.
Back tomorrow. I should make a milkshake. That's an easy one. Do that right in the office. Bring the ninja in.
Classic Memorial Fair. The milkshake for Dublin, Ohio.
Stupid. It's just like, it's ice cream, boys.